You ruined the music.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit.
What?
We got. I just looked at the Nintendo Enthusiast Twitter messages, and there's a game that someone's trying to give us that I was actually interested in, but I have no time to do it this week.
Hello, you've been selected to
What?
What?
I had an ad pop up.
It's fine.
Boom, bump. Good evening, everybody. I'm one of your hosts, Hey Jay, also known as Jason. Joining me, as always, is RGT85, also known as Sean.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
How are you, oh King of the Retro?
I'm good, man. Good. Hanging out.
It's nice. It's been a while.
Already. Well, it's been a little bit.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody. If this is your first time joining us, this is the Class vs. Crass Nintendo podcast here on Nintendo Enthusiast, hosted almost every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is where we talk about Nintendo for 1 hour. We go over the major Nintendo headlines, talk about what's making... We usually have a feature story. Tonight's feature story is going to be Nintendo's new streaming policy, which was introduced about a week or two ago. And we're going to be talking about third parties pretty much asking the Nintendo audience to beg for their games, which is a story that came up in the last week. But first, before we do that, we're going to be talking about what we've been playing over the last few weeks, and then we're going to wrap it all up at the end with lightning round. That's where we ask you for your topics and questions, and we discuss it here live with you guys. So let's get started, Sean, with what have you been playing?
I haven't really been playing all that much. Lower this. I haven't really been playing all that much. I've been playing a lot of NBA 2K18 still.
It's a nice hat.
Obviously, thank you. Castlemania games, maybe? Yeah, Castlemania games was where this came from. If you go to castlemaniagames.com and use the coupon code RGTCares, you get 10% off your order. No, I don't get a kickback. Someone asked me that. They're like, you get it. Here's a funny story. We're just gonna go off the rails right now. On my Patreon, I posted just like, hey, because if you're a Patreon member, you get 20% off Castlemania games stuff, and there's a coupon code. So I just made a post to like remind people, like, yo, if you want to save some money, you know, buy some crap, here you go. And I had someone leave a comment and say, I can't believe you're advertising on your Patreon. I'm rescinding my pledge. And I was like, what? I'm saving you money. Like, literally, that was the intent of it. Like, so you could save money because there's new people coming in all the time who didn't know about that. Like, Jesus Christ.
Look,
anyways.
They don't pay you to save money, okay? They pay you to be entertained.
Right? Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. Oh my God. I don't even know. But yeah, a lot of NBA 2K18, they just released a patch that fixes some of the stuff in my career mode and stuff, but I'm not really interested in that. And then I actually started playing Cuphead.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. I actually bought it. I don't know. My sleep schedule has been really bad, and like I bought it like 2 or 3 days ago, and I completely forgot I bought it. And I was doing the Spawn cast last night with Spawn Wave and Philippe, and I need to talk to you about something. It just reminded me. After the show. And yeah, and I was like, they were talking about Cuphead, and I was like, wait, I just bought that like 2 days ago. They're like, have you played it? I was like, no, I haven't. It's pretty fun. I like it.
You know, I kind of hated on it a little bit when I first played it, but I went back and played it, and I take back a lot of my criticism. Did you like it right off the bat, or did it have to grow onto you?
No, I liked it right off the bat. But
yeah?
I mean, that's the kind of, you know, it's a running shooter.
Yeah, but I love
whatever.
platforming games like that too. But what I found, like, I played that first level, the first platforming level, and I was just like, oh my god, this sucks. Like, it just didn't feel right. And when I went back, I went back with also the first time I played it, I tried to play multiplayer with someone who's not as experienced in games. So when I went back and played alone, took my time with it, remapped the controls. So I actually put, like, the dash button is on Y, which means you can't, like, shoot and dash at the same time. So what I did is I remapped the dash to the right trigger button, and I remapped the button that lets you stand in place to aim on the left shoulder button. And it was huge, like, big difference in experience. And I actually got more of the games, like, what it was trying to sell on me, which is like, oh, you're meant to replay the levels over and over and try to beat your scores. So I approached it from a different angle, and I liked it much more that way.
Yeah, I mean, that's, it's a fun game, and, $20, it's priced right. I wish it would have had a physical, though. I think
oh, for sure.
I think a physical would have been ideal. Like, it's just a limited edition, double the price. Throw in. I mean, they released a demo soundtrack. If you pre-ordered from GameStop, or somehow, I don't even know how, because how are you pre-ordering a digital game? There is a soundtrack, because Des got it for me. She was like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I don't get it, but yeah. Cuphead's pretty dope.
Did you see the PR stuff material that they sent out to YouTubers? Some YouTubers.
Oh, like the vinyl?
Yeah. Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah, I saw Canada's finest, Mr. Rerez, got one.
Yeah, he gets everything. He got a soccer ball, too. He got an Xbox One soccer ball.
I did see the soccer ball. It was a nice soccer ball.
Yep.
But I'm trying to think if I've been playing anything else, really. I don't think I have been.
Last 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, that is the last 3 weeks. Did I review anything? Oh, the SNES Classic.
Yeah, that's a big one. What'd you think?
Yeah, it's dope. It's definitely really cool. I like the variety of games. I like the fact that they put in the little borders that interact. Some of the borders interact with the game you're playing and like change color and stuff. It looks great. The controllers actually feel really nice on it. Feels like a authentic Super Nintendo controller, like to the T. So yeah, it's good stuff.
How's Star Fox 2?
Oh man, it's actually a hell of a lot better than I thought it would be. I mean, I had played it like a little bit, but I never really got like super like into it. But it's a lot better than I thought it would be. It's very interesting because you could see, games like Star Fox Command and Star Fox Zero, they feel so different in the Star Fox universe because everyone always, when you talk about Star Fox games, people automatically think of Star Fox and Star Fox 64. Mm-hmm. Just the straight up flying stuff. But in Star Fox Command, you have that was on the DS. You have that like that trajectory screen, and you have to like intercept stuff. And then in Star Fox Zero, you have the walker stuff. And all of those things are actually originated from Star Fox 2.
Oh, cool. I saw the whole walker was in there, but I didn't know about Star Fox Command.
That's how the whole map system is like that. You have stuff coming towards the hell is the name of the ship?
Are we?
No, the big one.
Oh, that why can't it? The Great Wolf. That one? No, not the Great Wolf. The Great Fox. That one with the big cannon. The Great Fox.
Yeah. Okay. And so all this stuff is coming into it, so you got to like intercept it and stuff. I really like it. I think it's fun. Cool.
I've been busy playing a lot of games on my Switch. SteamWorld Dig is one I picked up about 2-3 weeks ago, whenever it came out. SteamWorld Dig 2, sorry. And I 100%ed that game. I was a big fan of the first game. And the second game is just more of that, but extended. So I don't know if you've picked it up yet. Fantastic.
SteamWorld Dixit? No, I have not.
I mean, if you like the first one, of course you'll love the second one. It's more of that. So it was really good. The boss was actually surprisingly difficult, but yeah, finished that 100%ed. Then I went back and played more Mario Rabbids, which is a game I just completed yesterday. Finally beat the final boss, which is a really, really epic boss. I won't spoil it for you guys, but like the soundtrack, the what they did with the boss is amazing in terms of who the character is, and the soundtrack is just super epic for the final battle. So now I'm going on. There's a lot of extra things to do in Mario and Rabbids, so I'm going through all the game, doing all the challenges, trying to find all the secret chests, so I can 100% that game. What else is there? Is there anything that came out on the Switch recently that I didn't name? I've been
A lot of indie games.
Stardew Valley is one that just released last week, and I am really itching to grab it. Like, I've never played it before, but it has great reviews. Everybody's really talking about it, like in a positive way. And I'm looking at trailers, and I'm like, can I get into this? I kind of liked Harvest Moon, like 10, 15 years ago, so I feel like I could get into it.
Yeah.
So it might be my next pickup.
I'm thinking of possibly getting that for my train ride, because I'm just going to be sitting there doing nothing. So,
where are you going?
We're going to Connecticut for Retro World Expo. This Saturday, I'll be there all day. I have a panel at 3 o'clock with Wood Wooderson and a panel at 6 o'clock with the Bits of Yesterday documentary, which I'm a part of.
There you go. So we got some people here playing Stardew. Tony's been playing Stardew. We also got Mohammed. So yeah, I'll probably just pick it up. Other than that, I think the only other game is on the PS4. I've been playing more of the Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, which it's interesting. It's an interesting game. I'm gonna elaborate more on it on my own channel. So let's
spoilers.
And that's Hey Jay, if you guys want to follow me over there. So let's get into our big Nintendo headlines. Let's talk about the streaming policy. So Nintendo's been getting a little backstory for anybody who's maybe not on the same page here. Nintendo has been getting a lot of hate over the years for being really ingrained in their hard-headed ways and not letting YouTubers make as much money on their videos. So a few years ago, they introduced the Nintendo Creator Program, which is basically a way for people who want to do videos with Nintendo footage in it, a way to get a piece of the pie. Because before that, Nintendo would copyright ban anyone who would use any gameplay in their videos and would keep all the money for themselves. Then they created the Creator Program, where I think you could get 50 or 60% of the revenue on YouTube.
60. I believe it's 60.
And now they're coming in and saying, well, by the way, if you're part of the Nintendo Creator Program, you cannot monetize your streams of Nintendo games because that falls under like another category or something.
No, I think it's you can't stream, period.
Oh, you just can't, really? You can't even stream it?
That's the language I read.
Okay, so it's not a clear message, and I get that there is some confusion. I have to admit, I'm a little confused about it.
No, here. Live streaming on YouTube falls outside the scope of the Nintendo Creators Program. You cannot broadcast content on YouTube Live from the account you have registered to the Nintendo Creators Program. If you plan to broadcast content on YouTube Live, you have a couple of options. First, you can broadcast content on a channel that is not registered, or you can cancel your channel's registration and instead register your videos containing Nintendo IPs to the program separately.
Oh, okay. So that's exactly what this channel's doing, Nintendo Enthusiast.
I don't understand why anyone would be... Well, I guess it's for games.
What's
but
that?
see, that's like why you would be in the Nintendo Creators Program in the first place. Like, why not just individually do your videos? Because I was going to say, well, maybe they're doing it for the games, but that's a separate thing. That's the Ambassadors Program, where you get games sent to you. Because whenever a game gets sent to you, I mean, it says on the game, it says in the embargo instructions, like how long you can stream the game for. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
It's really strange that they would come out and say this all of a sudden, because people have been streaming their games for years. and all of a sudden it's a problem.
Right.
Which I don't get. And I really don't understand it. And with what messaging they put out there, there is no way I think we will understand it. If there is some kind of legal issue that they just realize and they have to do this for whatever reason, it's kind of bullshit, honestly. Like, it'd be better if it wasn't around here. I don't see how this helps them in any way. I think that maybe they realized there was a loophole or there was a problem in their legal docs because they're the only ones with a creator program this way. And I think that's why you're not seeing any other company having a problem with the live stream, because they didn't try to do a creator program. So
yeah, and like Tony said, you can use Twitch.
Yeah.
And then Felix. Just blame Felix. Damn you, Felix!
For what? What?
PewDiePie.
Oh. So yeah, it's I mean, I think people can complain about this, but at the same time there are also ways around it, just like anything. Should Nintendo do it? I don't think so. Are there ways around it? Yeah, like Tony's saying, you use Twitch, or you just take your channel off the creator program, still include it. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand what is the difference between being, because Nintendo Enthusiast is in the Nintendo Creator Program, but we have to submit every video that uses Nintendo gameplay. Like, it's not just automated. Not all of the videos are automated under the Creator Program. So, like, for example, this stream, this Class vs. Crash stream, is not monetized under the Nintendo Creator Program. It would just be 100% monetized as per YouTube when it's posted after as a public video. So I don't know.
I don't really get it, to be honest with you. It's very confusing, and it's just
it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary, really.
Yeah. Nobody needs this. Nintendo doesn't need this kind of bad PR. Just tear up the creator program at this point. Seriously.
Or tear it up or redo it.
Yeah.
Do it in a way that's more streamlined. Just streamline this shit. Like,
so Ginto says they don't want people to stream Mario Odyssey. Person in the chat here. They want people to buy it. That's fair, but I mean, when you
what about
stream,
Twitch? Twitch is a bigger streaming platform than YouTube is. YouTube just happens to, like, I would never stream on Twitch because I don't have a viewership on Twitch. All my viewership is on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's the only real difference. Like, people are gonna stream stuff regardless.
And that's why
I could stream Mario Odyssey if I wanted to. Who's gonna stop me?
Right.
You gonna take away monetization from the video? Okay.
I think that's like that's why I think
I don't even monetize my streams.
I don't understand who does. I don't expect anybody to watch 3 hours of me streaming a game.
I don't even put up my streams when I'm done with them on RGT. I literally, if you catch the stream, you catch the stream. And, you know, the only revenue I get from that is when people want to make donations and stuff. And, like, that's great. And then if nobody wants to donate, that's great. I'm literally sitting there playing a video game and talking to people. Like, it's, you know, I don't know.
That's why I think this is the product of the Nintendo Creator Program. Just because exactly on Twitch, you can still stream and monetize. Although, I'm just trying to think. Twitch is different in terms of monetization. Like, I don't understand Twitch that well. Do you get ad revenue, or is it all?
I don't know.
Or is it all donations? That's
there's donations, and then there's bits, and then there's sponsorships, and then there's this, that, and the other. I don't really get it.
And back to that comment about people, they don't want people watching Mario Odyssey. Like, an RPG I could get, but why would you want to play why would you want to watch Mario Odyssey when 80% of the game, like, its purpose is in the gameplay? Like, you get so little out of watching a game like Mario Odyssey. You're not watching it for the story. Or you're not playing the game for the story. Because, spoilers, Mario probably beats Bowser at the end.
No!
Yeah. Sorry, man.
You just ruined it.
I did. Thank you, Magic Tech Review, for your $1 donation. Really appreciate that. All right, let's talk about this one. I think you have a very strong opinion on this next one. Third parties port begging, and it's Bandai Namco has kind of led this with the whole Dragon Ball Fighter Z. So a few months ago, they're like, if you want it to the Switch, ask for it. Then I don't recall what other companies did it. But the worst one to come out and do it is Project Cars 2, which is now published by Bandai
Namco. This is the third Bandai Namco. I forgot about Sword Art Online.
Oh, they also said the same thing?
Yes, they reminded me of that last night on the Spawncast. I completely forgot about Sword Art Online, which is yet another Bandai Namco game. I mean, here's the thing. Bandai Namco is a Japanese company, okay? So Japanese companies should be the ones that are putting everything on the system because you cannot buy the damn system in Japan. You literally have to wait in a line to win a raffle for the opportunity to buy the system in Japan.
Okay, that's got
It's still that way.
Still that way, really?
Since March, and it's October.
Wow.
Okay? I didn't have to beg for WWE 2K18. I didn't have to beg for NBA 2K18. I didn't have to beg for Doom. I didn't have to beg for Skyrim. I didn't have to beg for Wolfenstein. I didn't have to beg for LA Noire. No, I didn't have to beg for any of those games. Those games just were like from Western companies. Western companies, the ones that were not on the Wii U whatsoever, they were like, yo, this thing's selling pretty good. Let's put some games on it. All right, cool. And like, that's the thing. Like, I don't. If it was a Western company, I would almost understand it because you got burned on the Wii U if you put anything on the Wii U that wasn't a Nintendo game, or you know the few indie games that did really well on it. But a Japanese company, Bandai Namco, you made Pokken Tournament DX. Pokken Tournament DX destroyed Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in sales. What are you doing? It's just like Capcom. Capcom's like, oh, well, maybe. Bitch, you sold over 500,000 on Ultra Street Fighter 2, which, taking my nostalgia and my Street Fighter 2 love glasses off, was an overpriced game.
You admit it.
Ah, man, I have to. I still love it. I still play the hell out of it. But I mean, for the average person, it is an overpriced game, I feel. Yet they sold over 500,000 back that when they announced that it was like 2-3 months ago. Yeah. So they probably sold 600,000 plus, which the Street Fighter 5 on the PlayStation 4 barely sold, over 1 million, and that's on a 63 million install base. Like,
I just want to give a shout out to one Japanese company that is not doing that, which is Inti-Create. Those are the guys behind Mighty Gunvolt. Or just Gunvolt. Gunvolt and let's not talk about Mighty Number 9. But that company is going full out on the Switch. They are bringing you games like Blaster Master Zero, Mighty Gunvolt. They're just pumping out games on the Switch because they know it sells. And you don't hear them asking for begs.
And like I was trying to say, if it's an indie company, I sort of understand it because you have a shoestring budget. You're making games to put food on your table. You're not a multi-million-dollar company. If you're going to take the time and effort to port a game to a system, you probably want to see if there's interest in it. But when you are a AAA third-party publisher and you're sitting there asking for retweets, all you're doing is trying to get marketing for your damn game so that if somebody says, I want Project Cars 2 on the Nintendo Switch, and then somebody says, oh, what's Project Cars 2? And you say, oh, it's this racing simulation game. Oh, what platforms is it on? Oh, it's on the PS4 and Xbox One. Well, I have a PS4. Maybe I'll check out Project Cars 2. Like, it's marketing. Yeah, you're essentially asking these people to do your marketing for them. Piss off with that.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
But now, are they to blame or are we to blame? The ones that are retweeting this? I think I think there's some. I don't know. You're buying into the. I mean, gamers are gullible to a certain extent that we are retweeting this with the hopes that it's actually going to do something. But it's.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, I find that the worst here, and I don't know if this is actually Bandai Namco doing it or if it's the developers behind Project Cars 2. But like the audacity for that team to come out and say like, "Oh, you want a Nintendo console? Let's raise some noise for it." After what they pulled on the Wii U, like get out.
It's not the developer.
It's
Bandai Namco. No, okay. The developer said that Project Cars 2 was not going to be on the Switch.
Ah, okay. Do you like Bandai Namco? They're starting to leave a dirty taste in my mouth.
I could live without them.
Yeah.
I've never been a huge fan of them.
But let's talk about some good third-party companies. So we've got Frozen Byte, which came out and said their game Has Been Heroes, which released on the Switch in March. So it released on all the consoles, and they say it sells best. It's sold best on Switch. And think about that. That is a game that came out when the console was launched. So you're talking about a console that was out on the market for about a month, compared to two other consoles which have been around for what now, 3-4 years?
Yeah, 3 years. So
and a game like Has Been Heroes selling best on this newly minted console, which barely has an audience. That's crazy. What else we got in third parties? Oh, this one. You want to talk about Retro City Rampage DX, which releases physically tomorrow. I'm going to show a picture of you guys what the physical release looks like. Looks good.
Yes, it's available to order tomorrow. But what makes that game interesting is that it is a independently published Switch release, as far as I know.
Oh, they even got the old NES style book in there.
Yeah, that's in the collector's edition, $45. I'll probably buy that one because I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, the main reason limited run games does not do games on the Nintendo platforms or Microsoft platforms is because of the minimum order amount. I can't imagine that VBlank is going to do more than 5 to 10K of these. So I almost wonder if the minimum order for physical Switch games is different than or Nintendo changed something about that.
Change something about what, sorry?
About the minimum order of physical games.
Because that was a thing on the Wii U before?
That's one of the things. Did you not listen to me?
Sorry,
that's the reason. That's the reason why limited run games is only on PS4, because PlayStation, Sony has very low minimum orders. Xbox, Microsoft, and Nintendo do not. Mm-hmm. So, but I can't imagine VBlank is going to make, any more. I would say 10K max. So, I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
I think it's.
I'd like to actually talk to them about that.
Yeah, reach out to them. I think it's in everybody's best interest if Nintendo actually did remove or lower that minimum order, because think about it. The more games that come out physically, the more the price for these carts are going to drop. And the more the price for these carts are going to drop, the more incentivize even more. So the third-party developers are going to be able to port their big games to the Switch. And then you're not going to see these ridiculous combos like what NBA 2K is doing with putting half the game on the Switch itself, half the game on the cart, or what Doom is doing, where they put the single player on the cart and the multiplayer you have to download. So as the price of these carts go down, I mean, we, the consumer, benefit from it, because now you're not getting that Switch tax added on to all these third-party ports.
Someone was asking, the non-collector's edition is 30, and then the collector's edition is 45.
What's the non-collector look like?
It's just a standard game on cartridge and box.
Okay. I saw something floating around Twitter. It looked like the old Sega. It's
on the collector's edition. It has a reversible Master System like cover.
You didn't put it in your story.
I did. I put reversible cover.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. The picture's not there though. You did put reversible cover. Collectors is 45. Okay.
Yeah, collectors is 45.
Yeah, so that's cool.
That is cool. It's very interesting. I'd like to see if more companies
look into it.
Nicalis.
Look into it and please make a story about it.
Oh well, I think we follow.
Be the journalist you were born to be.
Ah, Jesus. That guy's name.
Which guy?
Pavanacho. Oh, he doesn't follow me.
All right, while you're doing that, let's talk about our next topic. I guess I don't really need you in this conversation because you were sleeping, but yesterday was the Nintendo World Championships 2017, the third Nintendo World Championship in history. And I completely forgot about it. Otherwise, we would have done a special Class vs. Crass episode to stream it with you guys. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's up on YouTube. You can watch it. I think it's 5 hours. I caught a bit of the beginning. I watched for like an hour, and then I caught the end of it. There was nothing new announced, but it was actually really fun to watch. I saw the part where they were playing Samus Returns. So Sean, for your benefit, you know the part in the game where you're being chased by a drill?
Mm-hmm.
So they used that as a competitor, like as a competitive aspect. So all the players, there were 24 players, they had to make it through that segment within 6 minutes. If they did it within 3 minutes, they got more points. If they made it within 6 minutes, they got like half the points. And if they didn't make it, well, they got 0 points.
Huh.
So it was really cool that they used the game like Samus Returns in a competitive way that way, because it was like some butt clenching moments. Like you would see this drill coming and like each player trying to run away from it. It was really cool. I really loved it. Then they did other games, like they had Balloon Fight, they had Smash Brothers, and then they topped it off with a Mario Odyssey stuff. It felt way too promo from my point of view. Like, I get that the whole purpose of it is to showcase Nintendo's latest games. That's why ARMS was there and all that. But I really liked the old the World Championships we saw at E3 2 years ago. I just feel that there was a lot more of old and new, and it was more of a celebration of what Nintendo games represent. And I would like to see more of that. If they're going to do more World Championships, I want to see more of that.
I don't know why people thought there was going to be like some big announcement there or something.
I don't know. I think people will get their hopes up for anything.
It's like, it's October. What exactly are we announcing?
And you just had a direct like a few weeks ago. So it's interesting because so you got John Numbers, who was the champion at 2015. He came back as a returning champ. Did not win. He was runner up actually this time, and that's, yeah, he got a little bit too aggressive in the Mario Odyssey. So Mario Odyssey, they played 3 parts of the game, finishing it off with a boss level. That too was an interesting choice to have the final of the competitive game be Mario Odyssey, but it was basically the one who could beat the level fastest won, which was a little bit anticlimactic.
Yeah,
like Mario Odyssey is not the best game to compete with. So yeah, World Championships. Go check it out if you haven't already. Then,
I took a nap.
Was it a good nap?
Uh-huh.
Good. Then another piece of news that's really interesting is we want to talk about the Wii eShop closing. So let's have a moment of silence. Let's give 5 seconds for the Wii eShop. Hang on. We need some theme music for this, though. I should have prepared this. And this is going to get flagged. Wait a minute, is this it? Oh, this is a mix. Wii Shop channel music. Is this it? There we go. That's loud. All right, guys. Little 10-second of silence for the Wii Shop. For your sake, Sean, I'm playing the music.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes, it's come to an end. Does anybody in this chat still use the Wii eShop by any chance? Or the Wii Shop? It's not even an eShop, it's a Wii Shop.
I mean, it's a good thing. There's a lot of games that will be lost to the perils of time now.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a long ways off. You still got, what, 2 years?
June 2009. I mean, January 2019.
Yeah, January 2019. So you still got a year and a half. Ooh, video idea, Sean. We should do games you should download off the Wii shop before it closes.
Yes, Sergeant Crack just said 3 of them. The 3 Konami Rebirth games. Those are definite.
Yeah, that's one. And also, actually, on this channel, if you check out the Wii 100 retro games, top 10 retro games, most of those are only accessible by the Wii shop. But I think they're available elsewhere. So, yeah, maybe we'll do a little bit of research, see if we can get some recommendation for you guys, because we still got a year to download them.
Yeah.
If you still use your Wii, you're gonna have to dust that off a bit. Does it look like, does the Wii even look good on a HD TV? And that just might be my ignorance. I just haven't seen it.
Not. I mean, you can use component cables and make it look.
What
better.
about when you run it through the Wii? Actually, when you run it through the Wii U, it's not so bad.
Yeah. Well, it upscales a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So keep a lookout on that. Maybe Sean and I will put out some videos on Wii Shop recommendations. Anything else you want to talk about, Sean? Oh, weren't we supposed to talk about the that little controversy on Twitter about ports? Speaking of ports, we have the port complainers.
Oh, you can't add funds to the Wii eShop or the Wii Shop after March 2018 either.
Oh shit! So you've only got about 6 months.
Yeah, Ryan from Castlemania just messaged me and let me know that.
All right. So you've got 6 months to put money into it, and then you've got 1 year to download it.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
so I don't have much to say about this. I summarized it in a tweet. If there's a port that's announced and it's not for you because you played it 20 times already, just shut up and wait for another game that you care about.
I bought a Switch to play new games. Gives a laundry list of new games. I don't like those new games.
Exactly. Exactly.
Where's my Animal Crossing? I'm irrelevant.
Yes, so there are a lot of entitled, whiny people on the internet. And the worst, they tried to argue with me here that, as Sean said, I bought a $300 console to play new games. And the point is, how old is the Switch now? 7 months? Compare the Switch's 7-month library compared to all of the other consoles that have released in the last 10 years, and tell me that you don't have a good assortment of games to pick on the Switch. Literally no reason to complain. None. You have your bits set? Or are you done?
I want specific games.
Pikmin
Oh, he
4.
rebranded his channel.
He's irrelevant. Does he even talk about video games
He's
anymore?
not.
What do you mean he's not?
He the fuck piece of shit got 1.3 million views the last 30 days.
What? How? What's he do? What's his vids about?
Animal Crossing stuff.
Wow.
What's his Patreon look like? I wonder if anyone knows who has anyone said. No, no one has said. Oh, God,
yeah.
Damn it.
Santiago got it. So.
Oh, he's been.
You got Ty asking you to do an entire video in that voice. And I'm also back in that request. Please make a video in that voice.
It's because he has so many views. I mean, his videos aren't getting like crazy views. His highest viewed video in the last 3 months. But he's only made. I don't get it. I'm not quite sure here. Because in the past, well, he took a break, it looks like, and didn't upload for a month, but his old content still generated enough views. What the hell did he make?
So to keep people in the loop, this is a story that happened. Mutant Mud's collection was announced for the Nintendo Switch last week, and a YouTuber by the name of BitBlock,
he's rebranded.
He's rebranded.
Nintendo Beyond.
Ugh, don't give his channel a shout out. But anyway, that channel goes out of his way to, and by the way, like, goes out of his way to pick on Jules, and Jules is pretty much, he's a one-man developer now, behind the company of Atui. a tweet. And anyways, he goes out of his way to throw shade on Jules, like, oh, you're just releasing the same game over and over, like ports suck, and it's like completely no reason to go. Like, it's one thing to go on your Twitter account and say, oh, this was announced, it's not for me, I don't really care, or to even say nothing at all. Sometimes saying nothing at all is very nice too, but to go out of your way and to go throw hate on an indie developer of all people, like, what do you accomplish other than coming across as a dick? So so that's the story. Of course, he's not the only complainer. He's just been the vocal one of the week. But you see a lot of these people complain, and I like to bundle the group of complainers that complain, oh, Switch only has ports, when, you know, I could say Sean made the same argument for PS4 when that was released, because that's all that was getting.
They got Knack, though. Got Knack. Knack 2, that did really well.
Yep. Did it? Knack 2?
No, it bombed, of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I was hopeful.
No. He had a falling out with Game Explained.
So
I yelled at Jeff Keighley and called his show cringy and that he should cancel it, and he responded to me.
Hey, if he can make the show better, you be nice to Jeff. He's Canadian.
That's the problem. All your Canadian friends worship and suck his toes and feed him grapes slowly. Don't listen to him! It's the best show ever!
Don't listen to Sean. He's a mean guy. All that said, it's funny because when we started Class vs. Crass, which actually started at the Video Game Awards, I was very much in support of it, and you were very much against it. But as the years went by, I kind of started seeing more your way. But I think, you know, there were some legit mistakes made, especially like in last year's show, where things like awards were given off screen, like a lot of things that you just don't do if you want an awards show to have like self-respect. And I really hope that, if anything, Jeff can take some of that criticism, if he listens to you in any way, to at least make the show better in those.
I mean, that's my biggest beef with it. You know, I understand the cringe is going to be there. Somebody responded to me that was like, you know, they're not actors or whatever. A lot of this is improv or whatever. I get that. That's fine. Obviously, I don't. I mean, part of me wants him to cancel the show, but I mean, part of me, it's not like I'm saying I was making a mean-spirited command. I believe that's what one person said, even though it was a question mark, to which I said is a question mark in Canada a command, because in the States it's a question. But no, I mean, I obviously don't want him to cancel the show. It for what it is, you know, it's unique, it's one of a kind, but there are things that I see areas of improvement in. And one of the things is giving awards on screen. A lot of these a lot of these companies, you know, that's a big deal for them. And to be like, you know, here's the Gillette Fusion, man. And I understand you got to make money. I understand you got to have sponsors, but you need to find a better balance. There was way too many awards last year that just went on off screen. And it's like, come on, man. Like, you gotta at least, you know, do a little something. There was a lot of fluff in last year's. Isn't it like a 2.5 hour show or some shit?
Yeah.
And you're having to cut awards? Like, yeah. No.
That's the one thing you don't cut from an awards show.
Right. Like, you know, it seems like a basic thing. Or, you know, if you need to do rapid fire awards or something, like if you're that pressed on time, you know, you could have someone go up on stage and be like, you know, for best musical score, we have blah, blah, blah. And then the crowd can go, yay, yay, yay. And then you go for the best thing, you know, just do like 2 or 3 really quick. I don't understand it. Not everyone necessarily needs a speech, but everyone deserves a chance to shine.
They need a better sponsors like these Enthusiast fellows. Video Game Awards show brought to you by Enthusiasts.
Jesus Christ.
What was my... Oh, and the year before that, you had people that were either high or drunk. Remember that?
Yes.
And the guys that were calling out Reggie.
And like the musical performances, like the best musical performance last year was the Doom one, because the dude went up there and played all of the songs from the game, and the Doom soundtrack is awesome.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of last year for me. I was like, yeah. And then they have like, you know, Killer Mike. Did they have Killer Mike last year?
I don't know. I didn't really care about who they had last year.
I'm pretty sure they had Killer Mike, and I like Killer Mike, but I'm like, this isn't. You don't. Why are you here? Why are you rapping at the Video Game Awards?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was Run the Jewels. Oh, because they were in Gears 4.
There you go.
I didn't even realize that. But still, it makes no sense.
No. So we are at 8:45 almost. And this is where we usually open it up for lightning round. This is where we take live viewers' questions, comments. What do you guys...
I take dead viewers' questions and comments.
Well, you know, some people don't watch this podcast live, so I was just specifying who these magical people are that we take questions from.
That's true.
So, suck it. If you have any comments on any of the topics that we brought up tonight, or any questions for either Sean or myself, anything, let yourself be heard. Have the voice of class or the voice of crass. The mic is yours. So let's just, I'm going to read out a few comments. We got Jake saying Doom was great. Tony, Doom for the Switch is going to be straight fire. Everybody seems to be agreeing with that. Squid also saying, yeah, the Doom performance was all I cared about.
The Doom performance freaking ruled.
So, I mean, Jeff, come and join this podcast because you're getting some great feedback right here. More of this, less of that.
Just do a 2-hour Doom performance and like run up there on stage and like
oh, last year was the big Kojima blow off.
Oh god.
None of that. No more cringy dedications to a single developer. Oh. That was embarrassing.
Now we're gonna... Yeah, that was bad.
Jake asking, are you guys getting Mario Odyssey early? Nintendo Enthusiast is. Neither Sean or myself will be reviewing it. We've already got the reviewer lined up for that.
Do we? Who?
It's Brett.
Merry Christmas to Brett.
Yep. So Brett's one of our video editors / reviewers / PlayStation enthusiast guys, but he plays everything. So it's gonna be interesting to see his take on it. I expect high scores.
But yeah, I mean, it will.
Yeah.
A lot of new NES games coming out. Anything catching your eye? Full Quiet does look awesome. I still need to check out those 2 games I got from Mega Cat Studios. I have so much shit to do. Hey,
I just remembered something. Hey.
What?
So remember a few years back on an episode of Class vs. Crass, you showed up a book, not this one, and you're like, "Look, I'm a published author. I'm Sean. I'm a published author." Well, I finally caught up to you, Dick. I too am now a published author. Somewhere in here. And I've got Ninja Gaiden on my page too. And
you did it.
And Darkwing Duck. Where is my page? Should have bookmarked it. Anyway, keep taking questions.
Which game room is cleaner between yours and mine?
Oh,
definitely yours, because
what?
I have... Yeah, dude, my game room is a mess because I've been filming What's in the Box episodes, and I have just so many empty boxes.
Here we go. Look at this. Have you gotten this book, by the way, yet? Because I know you're in it as well.
Yeah, no, I haven't sent him the money yet. I'm going to see him this weekend, though.
Nice. So see, I got some cool...
Oh, I like the E for the Enthusiast.
Yeah, the Enthusiast. So I got the two-pager, and Ninja Gaiden, Darkwing Duck. And for anyone who's interested, this is my... It's a little anecdote of my experience with the Nintendo Entertainment System. Just a story of what it meant to me, what it did to me as in my life as a gamer. And
what did I write?
Look at that! And you're wearing the same shirt too. We also got our little.
That was I took that at Too Many Games. That was when I was leaving the hotel.
Really? And that's what?
Yeah.
Did you tell them to use that for the book?
No, he always uses just random pictures of me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you guys want to pick it up, I'm going to do a proper review on this channel. But this is the Nintendo Entertainment System Compendium. It has a lot of cool stories from members of the community. I haven't really gone through it much yet, but it seems to be a ton of fun little stories about all sorts of Nintendo fans. And there's some cool custom artwork in there too.
What are your thoughts on the alleged 2 million per month order for Switch production? Makes sense. They should do that. Anything to say?
I was reading the comments. What was the question?
2 million a month Switches coming out. Good idea, bad idea?
Good idea.
All right.
Keep cranking them out.
Yes, the 2K18 patch fixed almost everything. Still no way to play with friends. It's pretty annoying. Ugh, I almost vomited. What are your thoughts on Andrew House stepping down as CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment? I think his time has just come. You know, he's 50-something years old. I doubt he wanted to do that forever. You know, Americans are a little different than Japanese companies in terms of, you know, how long the people stay around. You know, Nintendo people tend to stay till, you know, they're pretty much on their, you know, passing deathbed or whatever. So yeah. You guys, do you guys think people will make Microsoft should go third party if Switch manages to catch up and pass Xbox One? Switch will catch up and pass Xbox One. Microsoft, I feel, is already leaving the console market anyways. So, that's my opinion.
They don't have much to offer anymore, besides getting the most powerful console out there.
Sean has one shirt confirmed. The 2K announced when WWE 2K18 drops. They're still saying fall. From what I've been seeing, I am predicting a November release for the Switch version. Strangely enough, the physical version of NBA 2K18 releases the same day as WWE 2K18 releases on the PS4 and Xbox One on the 17th of this month.
Did you guys see Crazy Justice? I did not.
I did not. I agree, Tony. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. I don't think, why do I say what? There's a delay. I don't know. I think Andy House is just done. Like, he's made enough money to retire. He's probably just going to go sit at a lake house until he's bored and then get some, you know, other sort of random job.
Everybody has a start and an end. Not everybody sticks around until they die. Hey, you know something I noticed that's really smart? So when there's a third-party announcement that has Xbox One, PS4, and the Switch, I noticed that Nintendo enforces the use of Nintendo Switch. It's not just the little, the little logo of the controllers. So you've got this logo that says PS4, I forget, just the Xbox logo, and then Nintendo Switch, specifically including the name Nintendo in their branding. And I just thought that was a very smart move on Nintendo's part. I don't think they enforced it in the Wii and the Wii U days to have Nintendo in all of their marketing, but the fact that they're pushing it now, I think, is a sign that they're really trying to make sure that brand identity is there, that it's not just Switch, it's, hey, this is Nintendo Switch.
Ty asked me why I said that Microsoft is on their way out of consoles. I think a lot of people can see the writing on the wall. Honestly, a lot of investors, Microsoft is the complete opposite of PlayStation when it comes to the investors. You guys should know how much investors can impact the company. When it comes to Sony, their strongest division is gaming. When it comes to Microsoft, their weakest division is gaming. So a lot of investors have wanted Microsoft to leave gaming for quite a while. I've always felt that, that they were, if any of the companies were going to drop, it was going to be them. And I don't know. I just think after the Xbox One X, there's just not going to be another console. I could be wrong, but I don't know. That's just the way I see it.
I hope you're wrong, but it is looking that way.
Questions? I heard that FIFA is actually very good. Philippe really likes it. He said it's really, really well done.
Who's Philippe?
He's a YouTuber.
Oh, what's his channel?
Philippe.
Is it just Philippe?
Yeah, Filip.
Huh. Simple.
He does a lot of Nintendo stuff. He's got 55,000 or something subs.
T.Y. Simpkins, you should follow xboxenthusiast.com for all of your Xbox news.
That is true.
Actually,
the Xbox One S is a...
I kind of said that as a joke to go look at Xbox Enthusiast, but I really do think that if you want to have a good understanding of what it's like to be a fan in another, like, as part of another console, seriously do check out our family of sites like PlayStation Enthusiast or Xbox Enthusiast, because we have very passionate writers who write from the perspective of being a longtime fan of the Xbox brand or of Nintendo brand at Nintendo Enthusiast or PlayStation. And, you know, the common theme is everybody's a gamer and nobody actually hates the other brand. From our enthusiast writers, but to see what distinct features these gamers love from each brand, it's really interesting to see the difference. None of them are really wrong. It's just a different preference.
Right. Everyone has a preference when it comes to a platform.
Mm-hmm. And Leafstorm, yeah, it's funny. He says people are actually Xbox enthusiasts, and I would have made the same comment a while back, but we have a few writers, and if you talk to them, they've already pre-ordered an Xbox One X, and you're like, who are the people that are ordering this? These are those people. And when a new first-party Xbox game comes out, you should hear how excited they are and like just how passionate they are about the brands and the IPs. So to me, it's really strange because I'm someone who wants to get into Xbox, and Xbox One is my first Xbox, and I just don't get it. And to see these, you know, these hardcore Xbox fans, it's crazy. It's crazy to see.
I agree.
Yeah. When is the physical copy of Axiom Verge coming out? I don't know if it is coming.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I pre-ordered it. I got the standard. I didn't get the collectors because I don't know. I just kind of want the actual game.
Have you played Axiom Verge yet?
Nope. I've been waiting. November 21st. $23.99 if you have Amazon Prime.
$23.99. It's pricey. Oh, it's physical though, right?
Yeah, it's physical.
Oh, okay.
I needs the physical.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Great game. You'll easily put 10 hours. 10 hours to beat the story, 15 hours to 20 hours if you want to collect everything.
When the hell does Sonic Forces come out? November 7th? Ugh, poor game. It's only $40 though. And it's actually only $32.
Apparently there's a tie-in with Sonic Mania.
Yeah, I did that story today.
What's the tie-in?
They haven't said. They just heavily teased it. I don't know. I mean, do I get the cover, the skin for my controller? You do. Costume DLC. YOLO! We're buying it.
Did you bought it?
I'm buying it right now, bitch.
James asks if I picked up Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. I have not yet, simply because I want to finish a little bit of my recent backlog. I bought a lot of games. So just finished SteamWorld Dig 2. Let me get through Mario Rabbids. Then I want to get through Samus Returns. Oh, that's another game I've been playing. Forgot to talk about that. And then I will dive into Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga.
It was only 34 with tax. It's not bad.
That really isn't too bad.
I mean, even if the game sucks, like...
What's the last Sonic game you played in this style?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, shit, really?
I haven't played a 3D Sonic in forever. I'm so tired of them.
Okay, well, you should enjoy this. I'm assuming it's going to be better than those ones.
I would think so.
I would really hope so. Because this is their anniversary game.
Right.
So... And it's a year late, so you would think that it's good.
It won't be.
But at least you can race as your knight's character.
I do. It's the knight's costume. I had to. Yeah, my wallet's getting destroyed. That's why I'm having to upload so many YouTube videos to try to get any sort of revenue I can get, because there's so much shit I need to buy. Yeah. Start selling plasma and semen.
Nobody wants that.
Not even to a hospital.
Nobody.
No, maybe.
No. The plasma, maybe.
$5. I got good plasma, man.
It's not even good plasma. It's half Dr. Pepper.
That's fine. That's unique.
Dr. Plasma. You want to wrap us up tonight?
Sure. All right, so we're past the 9 o'clock mark. I need a smokeroonie, and I should be making videos, but I'm just gonna watch the WWE pay-per-view because I'm worthless. Jason, what can we expect from you this week, buddy? What do you got going on?
I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna do business stuff.
All right, hey, that's pretty awesome.
Behind the scenes work that never gets. Who knows what people are watching. In terms of video, I will be putting out on Hey Jay some. I'm re-releasing an old series, so do follow me at Hey Jay if you want to see more of my stuff. And I'll be sharing some thoughts or love-hate. That's a new series I do. What I love, what I hate. I did a first one on Assassin's Creed 2. Next one I'm going to do is on SteamWorld Dig 2 and or Mario and Rabbids. If you want my full impressions, you can check out my personal channel there.
All right, and as far as me, hopefully some point this week I'm gonna film a bunch of videos because I will be going out of town for like a week. Once again, I'll be at Retro World Expo in Hartford, Connecticut. It's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday. I will only be there Saturday. I will be there the whole time. I have a panel at 3 with Wood from Beat 'em Ups, and I have a panel at 6 talking about the Bits of Yesterday documentary. Other than that, I don't really know what's going on. Like I said, I need to film some stuff eventually, and I don't know, I might hire Brett to edit things, but yeah. So thank you for tuning in.
He's at your disposal. You don't have to hire him
for personal things.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for tuning in, and as always, keep it crassy, or as Jason would say,
keep it classy.
All right, Jason, sing us off.
Oh shit, I have to sing?
You reversed the roles, buddy.
Oh man. Shit. I don't know. I wasn't ready for this.
Ass and titty. Ass and titty.
You're ruining my Wii eShop channel.
Oh, sorry.
How's it go again? I don't even remember. That's a terrible one to sing.
Are we still alive?